host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it off in the flats. Turning it on! Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Looking for block. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll run it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
To the air, it's Simpson. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Connection to the right. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. In the red area, it's Miller. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Offense facing 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown LSU.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail. And that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Brown. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paulo. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they turn it into a defensive score. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Simpson. Complete to the right. Off the right. At the 20. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Miller. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That's caught. It's Miller. Powers through the defender. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. On the ground, it's Durham. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Caught over the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Blasted as he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hale. Out across the 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He might want another play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to...
Mason grab on the big throw. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown time! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. They'll line up to go for 2.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all away. Touchdown, Bama. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. On the ground, it's Washington. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages.
Oh, he's got some space. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Alabama pushing the tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Simpson. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Lofts one deep down the right side. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Look out, he's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the 4th quarter.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Simpson. catch in the middle. It's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll try to take it back. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they... Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's the handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds a little space. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Lacey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Kick is in the air. And that is textbook. instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. Snatches it on the right. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it didn't.
You start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Looking to pass, it's Moss. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the beautifully and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Quickly complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the score.
It's a fake he wants to throw. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This offense has it with really good field position. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Frazier. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throwing on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? To the air, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
On the run, still looking. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Skinner. And tackled there by the defense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy. And the defender just simply got beat.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, over over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Brown. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success. Not
looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Now improvising. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. It's caught. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Fires into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Heaves it deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Starts to scramble to the left. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep shucking.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue, pursue, pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they could be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at...
Man, here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Looking to the end zone. And it's batted away in the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He smashes his way through again. At the 35, he's got room. Flying out to the left. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot, try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Back to throw, it's Knight. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it on the outside. It's Singleton. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lacy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Collins. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all the time.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Skinner. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Moss. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Can't get him to the ground. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. They'll go right back to him. Got the first down and more. There he goes. Touchdown, Louisville. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And some room to work. Oh, he's got line. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Knight. He's got the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with him out.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
To throw, it's Knight. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
32.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going with the ground game left. Got a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Power football with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Brown has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Unleashes one deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and then make him forget that.
The scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped. '18. Try to get it to the edge. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. The big play takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and just like that, field position flips. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's back. Wide open downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as his offense tries to mount a drive. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts at...
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Quickly complete.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. You used the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Grant behind the line. It's Bowden. Touchdown, Miami! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Beck. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Sets up the screen. Runs through the tackle. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, King.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To the air, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Beck. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Quickly complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Has to throw this off his back foot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. There he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. The Canes are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it on the move. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They got it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that That's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him?
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's back. Going for it all. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and
Turning it on! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's back. Oh, he makes the catch. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback extends the play. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football.
Well, Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down 28-14, making it really important to put up some kind of score on this drive. Got the quick pass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air. It's Beck. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And they'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Daniels. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And as he throws, another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Trying to take it back. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
35, Miami, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. To the air on first down. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's back. Here's the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Now adjusting. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Miami 21.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Fletcher. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab near the marker, it's Daniels. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down final stanza. Looking downfield, it's back. Get it out on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lost to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy.
Touchdown, Hurricane! He got him loose, and it was lights out after that. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got it set up on the outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some play.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's back. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if
Beck's going for the goal line. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's got him. And they got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses, second.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's back. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
you can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's back. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards. If that's your...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Lowers those pads. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion.
Miami, 21.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's back. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When you talk about getting out of jail free, they changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.